Okay, let us proceed. We have already determined the periodic payment. Now our next task is to start filling in the donor template. Our first period will be 0, and in period 0 it means that you have just borrowed the loan. You have not yet paid any periodic payment, no interest paid, no principal paid, no accumulated principal, but it's the outstanding balance of period 0 is equals to the loan amount. So how do you put the loan amount? You have to press in the equal sign, then go select the loan amount. Okay, you type in an equal sign, then go pick the cell having the loan amount. After doing that, press the enter button. Okay, so it keeps picking the value from here. Period 0, these in the middle are not there, you only have the loan amount. Now remember, this loan is supposed to be paid in 3 years. Okay, so we shall begin with the first year. Now if assuming the years supposed to be paid over 5 of them or over 100, you may not have time to type in 1 up to 100. You can use a simple formula of equal sign. You select the cell above, then press the addition symbol, plus, then press enter. Now this formula will help you to copy down the periods. See, I can get a 3. If I needed over 10 periods, I would still drag this down and I'll have the numbers there for me. Okay, so in a question, if they tell you you're supposed to repay the loan in 60 months, you don't have to fear that you're going to type in a lot. Just type in your formula, which is you first type in the 1, then under here you say equal sign, select the above cell, add a 1. Okay, yes, since you're only needing 3, we shall stop there. Now you can even use an if statement to set the boundary of this period, but we won't be using the if statement here. But it's ideal you use it, but for this class we won't be using it because you are constrained by time. Okay, so we have filled in the periods. Next, we are to enter the periodic payment. Remember, you have already determined it here, and when you were selecting that formula of PMT, you were told that periodic payment is fixed. It has to be the same throughout all the repayment periods. So what we do here, type in an equal sign, select the cell having periodic payment, press the enter button, then drag down. Okay, now do you see why it's bringing in this periodic payment? I did not fix this periodic payment, so it just copies whatever is down. So to avoid this, you have to fix. So I'll delete, go to period 1, equal sign, select periodic payment, fix it by pressing the F4 button, then press enter. When you drag this time, it's not going to select the text. It will just pick whatever you have fixed. Remember, periodic payment, this one contains both the principal to repay the loan and the interest. Now if they've given you a figure that has both principal and interest, can't you you need to know the interest in order to know what is going to recover the loan. Okay, so what is the formula for interest? The formula for determining interest is, you type in an equal sign, go select the interest rate, fix it. Okay, because you saw the disadvantage of not fixing, it picks the next values. So get the interest rate, fix it. This interest rate is not going to change, okay? Then multiply it. Now, interest rate affects the outstanding balance. It affects the amount of money you're left with to repay. Now, if my loan was 2 million shillings and then I have so far paid 860 million, I should have the balance here, okay? Now, the next interest, when I'm charged, it should affect outstanding balance, not the loan again. Yeah, so we are using a reducing balance format. So times outstanding balance. Now let me send a question to people. What do you think? Are we going to fix the outstanding balance or no fixing? Yeah, we are not going to fix because it is going to keep varying. When you pay amount of money, it reduces. Okay, then press the enter button. Okay, you drag down also. Now what does this mean? Okay, right here we are having minuses because we are having minuses because there is right now the outstanding balance is 0. Anything times 0, you get it as 0. Now when we have figures, an outstanding balance here, the interest will change. Let's go to the next one, accumulated interest. Now accumulated interest refers to you're trying to sum up, you're trying to get the total balance after the entire period. You want to know, if I'm asked what is the total interest for the 2 years, when you just come to the period 2, you'll be able to see how much total money has been paid by the second period. So how do we get accumulated principal? We are going to use a formula that we used to use in secondary, if you're to remember, frequency and then cumulative frequency. Yeah, but in this case we shall say sum. Type in the sum formula, double click. So we are going to get the sum of interest. Okay, sum of interest, you fix it. Okay, fix it by pressing the F4 button. Okay, after fixing it, type in a full colon. A full colon are those 2 dots. Now when you type in a full colon, sometimes the whatever value you had fixed goes away and it copies itself. Okay, now the full formula is interest, fix it, full colon, then you select interest again. Okay, but sometimes the moment you type in a full column, the computer picks on interest again. That is okay. Just type in a bracket, then come back and fix. Because our formula is supposed to be sum of interest, fix it, full colon, then select interest again. Okay, then press the enter button and you auto fill. Since we have the interest and the periodic payment, now I want you to look at these values. Our accumulated principal is repeating itself because how is this formula supposed to? It's supposed to add on. So it's supposed to add on. It's this plus this to get this. Okay? This is now for the first interest, if this was frequency and then cumulative frequency, first you just pick the exact value, put it here. But for the next one, you say this plus this to get this, this plus this to get this. Once the outstanding balance changes, all these values will change. Then let's go to principal. You have periodic payment having both principal and interest. You have been given interest. That means to get principal, you will get periodic payment minus interest. Okay? Because principal is the amount of money you pay to recover the loan. Press the enter button and you auto fill. Now it means that in this month, you were able to pay 861,000. But this 280 is a benefit to the lender. Then for you, how much you have repaid on the loan is only 581,000. Still here, we need to get accumulated principal so that we are able to do in 2 years how much principal have you so far paid, 3 years how much principal have you so far paid. We press the equal sign. Still we shall use sum. You double click, come and select principal. You fix it by pressing the F4 button. Type in a full column. You see, when I type in a full column, the dollar signs disappear and it picks on principal again. Just close the bracket, then come back, press the F4 button, okay? Then enter, and you drag down. So that is the amount of money that when you try to go to the second year, you know that by second year, this is what I have so far paid to recover the loan, and you're able to know what you're left with. Now lastly, we have the outstanding balance. That is the amount of money you're left with to finish repaying the loan. So how do we get the balance? You say equal sign. You get outstanding balance of the previous year. Outstanding balance of the previous year minus the principal. Yeah, remember, principal is the money you're paying to recover the loan. It doesn't have interest. So get outstanding balance of the previous year minus principal. Or you say balance of period 0 minus the principal of period 1. Press enter and then you drag down. Okay? So this is our complete loan amortization. In the loan amortization, the outstanding balance has to be 0. And then accumulated principal should always be equals to the loan amount, because principal is the amount of money paid to recover the loan. Okay? Now that is annual, determining annual, based on annual payments.